it says. Oh, look at the nice lungs. Nice lungs. Oh, lung. Oops. Man, I can't function this phone right now. Sorry. Lung health program. Chase your dreams. Every single one of them. They have a Christmas tree. 21. Oh, I hope it goes good today. Cross your fingers and toes. Manum, manum. Do 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 do. Manum, manum. Do 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 do. Manum, manum. Do 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 do. It's going to be just fine. Just fine. I hope everybody's okay today on this Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Sorry, my head's just a little boggled right now. I went for my lungs to see how they're doing. And we did testing and we talked a lot. I'm going to be referred to a respiratory doctor, respirologist. My head is just swimming with things right now because it's time. I was a little disappointed. I was really hoping that my numbers wouldn't have gone down. And I was hoping that they would have stayed the same. They went down 5%, which is a lot. They don't want, 5% every year. That would be a big problem. So they have me on everything they can. We went through all my medications. Fast acting, slow acting, nasal sprays, all of it. We went through every single thing that I'm on. The salbutamol, the Spiriva, the Symbicort, the Atravan, I do nasal lavage, like the neti. I have a nasal spray. It's to clear out the gunk in my nose, because when it comes back, it goes into my lungs and it stays in my lungs and causes more problems. We looked at something as well that potentially I'll probably be getting. It's an Aerobica. It's it's something that you. Oh, isn't that hilarious? Trudell Medical International. Funny. Oh my God, that's so hilarious. Trudell Medical International, London, Ontario. There's a reason why I'm laughing, because that's my last name. Oh, something had to make me laugh today. That was it too. Trudell Medical International Europe Limited in Nottingham. Hello, Nottingham. Thank you for this. The Aerobica is an oscillating positive expiratory pressure therapy system. So you basically put it into your mouth and it oscillates your lungs. It jiggles them. And as you're breathing in, it jiggles, and it jiggles the phlegm and everything, and it loosens them. And you do that, I think it was like 4 times that you could do it up to 4 times a day. I think there could be more even. After what my results came in, I sort of zoned out. But anyways, for this here, she showed this to me. First off, I'm glad, before we did the testing. And I have, it's an oscillating PEP. And that's what it's called, an aerobica oscillating PEP. And we think that this is something I need right now. And basically, I do this in the morning and I do this at night, and it oscillates my lungs and just shakes them. Just oscillates them and shakes them and gets all of the gunk up and up and up until a point where I can expectorate and get all of the gunk out of them. I've had a number of COPD exacerbations this year. The exacerbations, the length that they've stayed in my lungs, caused such a drop. So basically, it's like I've lost the ability, it's a cup of air that I've lost the ability to breathe in, a cup of air, which is significant for my lungs. This is a copy of my results. It's done through instrumentation, so there is no mistakes. It's automatically calculated. So I am at 72%. I was at 78%, which was really good. That's really, they really wanted me to stay. And within less than a year, I dropped to 72%. So now's the time to see a respirologist. So I've got to contact my doctor. They will as well. We're going to talk to my doctor, my family physician, and the tests that they've done on me, and they did it with rescue inhalers. They did it with sprays to see if it was asthma, and there was no reaction. So meaning that with the inhalers that they gave me, there was no reaction. So if it was asthmatic, if I was asthmatic, on the test, it would have showed that I was asthmatic. There would have been a reaction when I took the inhalers. The test results would have changed and the numbers would have went up. But since the numbers didn't change, it means that it is truly COPD and not asthma. People have asked me that. Well, how do you know it's COPD and not asthma? That's how you know. So they're a little concerned. They're concerned that there was such a large drop. Possibly, maybe it's because of all of the exacerbations I've had. Potentially, I'm still in an exacerbation. They may have to start giving me antibiotics every other day. But this is going to be something for a respirologist and myself to discuss. The best course of treatment for me and my lungs. And those are the doctors that, they give you, put you on oxygen and things like that. All I can hope for and pray is that they don't continue to drop my numbers. Because if they do, then oxygen, because they're doing everything they can medically with medication. Then the next thing would come is they need to get more air into me, more oxygen in my system, in which case they would give me oxygen. I never want to get to that point. I never want to have oxygen. I never want to have that happen. I want to do everything I possibly can to stabilize the numbers. You may be asking at 72%, is that ever going to come up? No. It's only going to get lower as I age. We were really hoping in a year that it wasn't going to drop like this. If it continues to drop at 5%, it'll come down to 68% next year. I'm hoping that what we're going to do, what we're going to try, the things that we're going to do are going to work. And that my numbers are going to still stay steady. And that my exacerbations will hold. The more I'm out and the more I'm around people, the more likely it is that I will have exacerbations. When I was around my little ones, they're always sick. I'd sneeze and everything on me, and there's nothing I could do about that. I just ended up getting sick. Unfortunately, it did take a toll on my lungs. Another thing I forgot to say is, hi, P. That wasn't that. Hi, buddy. I know, I'm... Thank you for giving me love. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. Thank you. Thanks for the love. I know, got a little emotional, bah. So I've got to, with this boot on, I've got to continue my exercising my lungs because I had to stop yoga. I wasn't feeling so well. I've got to really continue. No matter what. I've got to continue. I've got to get back in on the Pilates machine, and I've got to figure it out so I can start exercising and getting more air into my lungs, and I've just got to start doing all of that again. Mostly I got to stop putting myself in the line of fire for people to pick up people's viruses and colds and all of that stuff. I got to stop doing that. The more I do that, more exacerbations I'm going to have. More exacerbations I have, the more my lungs are going to be affected. The more damage it's going to cause. And that damage is not going to be erased. Well, I went for my lung function test today, and certainly wasn't what I was expecting. Need some time to process. It'll be better tomorrow. What can you do? When you live in a boot. It's supposed to be, what can you do when you live in a shoe? Move to a high-rise boot. I'm already in a high-rise boot. Ha ha ha. The last thing you want to hear when you're having a lung function test is that your numbers are way down and that you've lost lung function. I know I have, because I've had back-to-back exacerbations, because I've been trying to help people that I love who were sick and had flus and other things, and I picked them up. I didn't take care of myself, and I should have. And now I'm suffering for it. My lungs will not change. It will not get better. My numbers will not go up. All I can pray and hope for is that they will stay the same and won't drop any further. What I find amazing, and it's totally my fault, is that I gave away a portion of my lung function to help my family because they were in need. They needed help, and I was there for 5 months, every single day, doing every single thing I possibly could when nobody else was there. I was. And then I was cast aside like I was shit on a shoe and not spoken to and cut off. Don't ask me why. Like I never existed. And now what do I have to show for it? But my diminished lung capacity. Quite a bit. That's my fault. That's on me. I'm the stupid one. Just stayed away. So today I found out how much I put my lungs at risk. And I did that. Yes, I did. I did it because nobody else was stepping up. Nobody else was helping. Nobody else was doing anything. And I did. For 5 months, I did. Daily and at night. I did everything in my power to help. To do everything I could to help. Because there was nobody helping. Nobody doing anything. And that's what I got in return. Shit on a shoe and tossed away. I've done nothing. I've just been kind-hearted and loving and supportive. And my lungs have taken a hit. What really hurts is when you're told something. I'm not even sure why, but I was told something that was said a long time ago, and it hurt me. And as we weren't even finished a conversation, the person phoned and I was able to talk to them, and they told me what they said. And after our conversation, I did talk to the person again, other person, and said that this is what they said. And yes, it was hurtful, but it was nowhere near what this other person had told me. So this person got all incensed and angry. And so didn't talk to me from that point on. I became the local pariah. Why? What the hell did I do? I did nothing. Yet, no, don't talk to her. I tried to talk to this person because she passed on this message. These words. No, she didn't say them, but she was passing this on. So I wanted to get to source to find out what was said. And when I spoke with her and told her that what was said, she was totally, like I said, I became shit on a shoe and I was cast aside. Like I didn't exist. Like I didn't exist. Like nothing I did for 5 months, daily, nothing I did mattered. Not a fucking thing. And I put my own health at peril. Nothing mattered. Not a thing.